Hey guys, Juti here, and it's time to look at Leroy's 5.00 balance changes. But first things first, let's have a look at his Wallstun move, that being the 1-1-1 plus 2, 1. Yeah, well, you all know this string, kind of annoying, but yeah, it's now his Wallstun move. However, there's also another change to this move, which is kind of more significant, and that being now when Leroy doesn't have a wall, when you use this move regularly, it does not give Leroy a knockdown on the opponent. So the opponent is then hit and pushed back, so Leroy can't really pressure him on get up anymore, on wake up anymore. And yeah, this is a massive change in my opinion. Next massive change is actually the one to his parry, well, better said, to the follow-up. The thing is, the follow-up used to be safe at -9 on block, and it's now -10 on block, so it's now punishable. And to make this even more easy to punish, they've decreased the distance between the opponent and Leroy when the move is blocked. So yeah, it's now even easier to do that. The last nerf to this comes to the damage. It's not, sorry, not to the damage, to the frame advantage. On hits, this used to be +7, it's now +6, so a slight nerf to that, but overall, very, very nerfed. Next change is back 3. What they've done here is that they've changed the behavior on hit, so hit and counter hit, same thing. This used to launch, now it doesn't launch anymore, so well, it used to put them in screw. Yeah, it doesn't do that anymore, it just gives a regular knockdown. And they've also done something similar for back 4, and this used to ballerina stun, it doesn't anymore. So yeah, counter hit or normal hits, it doesn't ballerina stun anymore. More nerfs inbound, so we have back 1 plus 2. This is kind of massive. It used to be a safe launcher at -9, it's now -10, so it is now punishable. Yeah, that's quite severe in my opinion. But we have further nerfs with forward 2, 3, 4, and this has received quite a few changes. First things first, on block and on whiff, it now recovers 3 frames slower. So what that means is that it's now -9 on block instead of -6. Yeah, and apart from that, they've also changed the parry window. So you know, he had an auto low parry built into the hermit stance. That automatically also comes out 3 frames slower, and he also is then delayed his sidestep whilst doing this. So his sidestep comes out 3 frames slower because of this. Similar change also goes to while rising 1-4. So once again, 3 frames slower, and of course the same applies here as well. He comes out of the sidestepping 3 frames slower, and of course also the auto low parry comes out 3 frames slower. Last two, of course, are launchers. Once again, we have his orbital. It doesn't matter in which direction he goes, if he just goes up, forward, up, or back up. He now recovers 3 frames slower on whiff. So yeah, this has been nerfed over time, and I think it's now in a quite good place. Yeah, and that brings us to his last change, which is also a launcher, and this one is also quite massive, being his forward 2-2. It used to be -13, now it's launch punishable at -15, so that's kind of massive. I think maybe even a bit too much. But that of course brings us to the end of the video. You know the drill. If you like the video, leave a like and consider subscribing, because that helps me the most. This is your boy Juti, and I'll see you on the next one.